Hey everybody! This past September, I took my first trip to Walt Disney World by myself. Yes, I went solo. No husband, no kids. It was my first look at Toy Story Land and I was blown away. It is so much fun. I have some tips and tricks for you to save time when you go and how to ride Slinky Dog Dash even if you don't have a fast pass. Now, I was there this past September before Rise of the Resistance opened, so if you're going now, you're going to want to get into the line to enter the park before they open. Immediately after you get into the park, you'll be ready to try for a boarding group on the app. You can't do it ahead of time because the app knows if you're physically inside the park. Anyway, once you do that, you should head straight back to Slinky Dog Dash.
It's a beautiful morning in Hollywood Studios. Yeah. Beautiful morning in Hollywood Studios.
I was there on the weekend, and since weekends are generally busier, I arrived before the park opened and went straight to Toy Story Land so that I could rope drop Slinky Dog Dash because I didn't have time to get a fast pass, and fast passes for Slinky Dog are hard to come by anyway because it's really popular. I was able to ride it with only about a 10-minute wait, which was great. I decided to go right around and ride it again once I got off the first time because the standby line at that point was not too long. While I was in line, I used mobile order on the Disney World app to order breakfast from Woody's Lunchbox, and I'll tell you more about that in a second. Slinky Dog Dash is loads of fun. The theming in the queue is so cute, with lots of nostalgic toys and games that you're going to recognize from your childhood. This coaster would probably be a good starter coaster if you have kids who aren't riding the, quote, big rides yet, because even though it's a great coaster, it's not as intense as, say, Space Mountain or Rock and Roller Coaster. And your kids are going to love the fact that they get to ride inside a giant Slinky Dog. I love it. There's a reason it's one of the hardest to get fast passes for, and that the standby line is usually really long, like hours long. As I said, I used mobile order for breakfast while I was waiting in line. And so when I got off Slinky Dog, I went over to Woody's Lunchbox, bypassed that line, and went straight to the mobile order window. I tapped I'm here in the app, and the cast member brought my lunchbox tart and milk to the window. I found a table and sat down to enjoy breakfast. That lunchbox tart is really good. Not at all just a run-of-the-mill Pop-Tart. It has a wonderful flaky, buttery crust and a good amount of filling, and it's topped with icing and candy pearls. It generally comes in chocolate hazelnut or strawberry or blueberry, and they usually add a specialty flavor for the holidays. Their other menu items are good too. They have really, really good breakfast bowls and other options. You really can't go wrong with breakfast at Woody's Lunchbox. I did not have a chance to ride Toy Story Mania that day, but I did get a fast pass for Alien Swirling Saucers, and both of those rides are just a lot of fun. Alien Swirling Saucers is the same ride as Mater's Junkyard Jamboree at Disneyland, just with a little different theming if you're familiar with Mater's. I like Mater's Junkyard Jamboree a little bit more because it is just so funny, but Swirling Saucers is really fun too, especially if you have kids with you. They're going to love it. It's silly. The theming is great. They will really enjoy this one. There are characters walking through Toy Story Land. The Green Army Men, Drumline, and Sarge Says, also with the Green Army Men, are big hits with adults and kids. I went back at night because it is so cool after dark. All the parks are so different after dark, right? Everything looks different. You get different pictures. Those giant Christmas lights that are strung all over the land are lit. All the lights are lit, and it's just a really different experience at night. So I did go back in, get some pictures, really enjoyed it, and I think you'll enjoy it too. And be sure and ride Slinky Dog again at night if you can, because it is a different experience.
On on the left foot. No, soldiers, when we begin marching, we always begin on the left foot. The left foot. This one. Good. All right, let's march in place. We're ready. And left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left. Double time. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Triple time. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Hammer time. Stop.
Son, you can't touch this.
You're absolutely right. Give them all a nice big round of applause. They passed basic training.
So, to recap, plan to rope drop Slinky Dog. That way you can save your Fast Pass in Tier 1 for, say, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, because you're going to want to ride that too. Get there a little before the park opens, and after you get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance, head straight back to Toy Story Land and ride Slinky. Use mobile order while you're in line to get breakfast and then find a table and eat while you enjoy the sights and sounds of Toy Story Land. It is charming and you will totally enjoy it. Mobile order is always a good option at any park. It's available at most quick service restaurants in Walt Disney World and some counter service as well. So don't stand in those lines. Use mobile order whenever it's available. If you're planning a trip to Walt Disney World, then Hollywood Studios should be on your list, especially if you have kids. There's always something going on here, and it's just tons of fun. I loved it. It's definitely one of my favorite lands now. Toy Story Land is one that I would love to see them expand. Make it bigger, add more to it. I'm sure that most kids enjoy that, and I think all of the adults love it too, so they need to make it bigger. Don't miss it. I'll be putting up more vlogs about my solo trip to Walt Disney World, so be watching for those. Have a great day, guys, and thanks for joining me. We'll see you real soon. We really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment. All of those things really help our channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're the Hitchhiking Bones. Thanks so much for watching. Have a magical day, and hurry back.